In Sioux City, the warming shelter will stay open 24 hours to welcome anyone who needs a warm place to stay if the wind chill reaches 20 below zero. Now, on any typical winter day, about 130 people utilize the shelter, but when those temperatures dip below zero, the shelter sees about 160 people.
We don't turn away anybody. If you need somewhere warm to stay during the day or at night, please come up. We do breathalyzers and UAs, but that's not going to deter if we let you stay at night. If it's cold outside, we're going to let you stay no matter what.
And the warming shelter has a tier system. Those who are clean of substances have access to bedrooms. Those who are using substances use cots in a separate area. The shelter is located on Nebraska Street in downtown.